Hey guys, Larry here. I was just researching and thinking about things over my life. I went to visit Tim this last weekend, and iron sharpens iron. Every time I go, I get uplifted, and then he can say a few words in love, and I get so convicted. It's good. I get boosted up, then I get corrected. It's kind of like David and Jonathan, our relationship. But I was thinking, are you prepared for the unprepared people in this world? I don't know where you live or what your circumstances are, but when I was thinking about this, being prepared, and I'm pretty well prepared. I could work on a lot of issues. We all could. I need a solar panel. I just got a little one. I think I could charge my phone with it. But are you prepared for the unprepared people? Because I remember years ago, I was with this girl and we lived in a little town. It was on a highway. It wasn't a big town, but there's another town. But we had a storm and we were without electric for a week at least. Maybe it was 10 days. Excuse me. Praise God. But I had my own construction crew and stuff, and had the tool truck with two fuel tanks, and luckily they were full of fuel because you couldn't get gas. There was no electric. And I had a generator, and I'm handy. So I got me some wire I had in the tool truck, and I wired into the fuse box, shut the main down. If you ever put a hot in your fuse box, you make sure that main's shut off, and you tape it shut and write a note on it. And you probably, if I had it to do over, I'd go ahead and pull the meter too. But you don't want to send electric back over them lines. You'll kill them electricians trying to fix it. You'll be hotting it up. But anyway, so I hooked our generator up there, and we had a gas furnace, and we still had gas, so that worked. The refrigerator worked. The deep freeze kept working. We could use everything except the coffee pot. The coffee pot draws a lot of energy. So we had to heat our coffee water up on the gas stove. And that was nice. We had a gas stove. And see, if you have a gas stove and furnace, when you lose power, your generator is more likely to keep up. But anyway, we had electric the whole week because I siphoned gas out of my tool truck. But I drove into town. I remember driving into town to get gas, and there was no lights. Our house was the only one that had lights on for miles. I drove on into town, and there was just a couple places that had the Generac systems. You couldn't get gas. Nobody had electric at the gas stations. So I turned around, went home, and I'm like, shh. I said, I don't know how safe we are. We're in here with the lights and watching HBO and refrigerator and cooking. There's nothing really changed for us other than, we're the only ones. I'm like, we need to be ready because we was the only one had lights on for 10 miles either way, 5 miles. You know what I mean? And it's an eerie feeling to know that you're prepared. Who's going to come wanting your beans and your heat and your light and your water? And you would want to help everyone, but it's just an eerie feeling, and I wanted to put that vibe out. It's not only being prepared, but being prepared for those that ain't prepared, that's willing to bust your door down to get your bottle of water. Just remember that prayer. It's like when I went to my buddy Tim's. Great weekend, iron sharpens iron. He boosts me up. He kind of gives me conviction on things I need to work on. But on the way home, my car broke down. I took a wrong turn. I ended up in the hood at this some little hole-in-the-wall gas station where you paid the lady like in a drive-through bank. You had a little drawer you couldn't even get into. It was pretty rough. And there was black people all around. And I'm not prejudiced. There was just black people everywhere. There's one other white guy. And I got my camo shirt, cut off blue jeans, my Crocs. My car overheated and I had to pull in there. I took a wrong turn. The Lord's awesome. But there I am. I'm like, Lord, I can't be stuck here. I mean, there was people across the street hollering and cussing each other, and chick was up on the window of the Suburban or whatever it was, just cussing, and it was like little 3-year-old girl sitting on the gas pump like everything's normal, and people talking about, and I'm like, this is not normal, folks. I felt like I was in a freaking drama movie. And I said, Lord, I can't be stuck here. Let's fix my car. I pumped the gas in there and filled it back up with water. I mean, it was puking water running down the parking lot out the water pump. And I said, fix my car and get me home and shut the hood. And I made it home. Car run cooler on the way home. In fact, God's awesome. He can fix your stuff. But I've been 2 days trying to get my truck running, and it's like, you know, he comes to your need in the time of need. Don't mean you can just, like my truck, the starter and the brake lines, you can't just say, Lord, fix it. And he's like, no, fix it yourself. But when I was in need, he fixed it. It's like, I can't explain it. Are you prepared for those that ain't prepared? Just think about it. I'm out. Love you. Get born again. Washed in the blood. And trust. Yep. Get ready. Brace up. That's all I got. Later.